Today we have Alpena Hall of Famer Bill Romstadt with us in studio. And Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Appreciate the fact you have me here, Mike. Thank you.
So what ended up drawing you to Alpena?
I was a head football coach for 4 years at a place called Alpena High School in Ohio. And I didn't want to be a head coach anymore because it took away from coaching. It was too much politics. It was too much away from the football field and talking to people and things like this, etc. I just wanted to coach. So the opportunity came for me to come up here as an assistant football coach. I told my wife, I said, you know, we'll come up here for a short time, then we can move someplace else. That was in 1967, and guess what? What's it now, 2019? I'm still here.
What was football like in the 70s and the 80s with Coach Dutch and Coach Waters?
Dutch Strotenpoor was probably one of the best coaches I worked under. He was very, very determined to turn out a fine product every year, and he did. We won here and here, and we played some very good teams, but we had a great staff, and Dutch let us coach. Coach Waters was incredible. You know, when he came here, he was mostly a basketball coach, but he was a good coach, and he really motivated kids.
You were actually an official for quite some time as well. How many years did you officiate?
Just short of 50 years.
50 years, wow, that's a lot of abuse to take from parents for 50 years.
100% right. You tell that to my wife, and she knows, okay? I want to tell you something, too. My wife went through an awful lot. It's tough to be a coach's wife and an official's wife because you're away from home an awful lot.
What would you say the most rewarding thing about working with young adults is?
I cannot look back at any time in my life that there wasn't a day that I didn't want to go to school and be around young people. And I do this today even with subbing. We exchange ideas. And I think for the most part, I think they accept it.
If you wanted to give advice to someone who wanted to become a coach, who wanted to become a teacher, or who was really interested in pursuing athletics, what do you think the best advice is that you could give them?
I followed my heart, okay? I'm looking at a profession that I love, and here I am 84 years old, and I'm still doing the same thing. And I think that's the most important thing. You gotta do something that comes from your heart, that you're in it 100% plus, that you love doing, and it won't seem like work. And teaching and coaching has never been a job to me. It's never been work. It's been an adventure.